Hi, I'm Jake Graham. This is my review on all three of SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Uh, you know what? I take that back. I'm going. I I forget what movie I'm reviewing. I can't remember if I'm reviewing the third one or the first one or the second one or all three of the SpongeBob SquarePants movies. Okay, so. I I want to talk about the third SpongeBob movie called SpongeBob the Movie Sponge on the Run. I give this a 10 out of 10. I like the story in this movie. And I like the gags. And I like also the funny moments in the movie. And I enjoyed all the characters in the movie. And I thought the story was very nice and was a nice story, okay? This is in the third one, Gary gets kidnapped by someone called, forget what it was, he gets kidnapped forget what the character's name is right now. Anyway, this character is like kidnaps Gary. Then is that's the third one. I enjoyed a lot of the ideas in this movie. I enjoyed the cameos in this movie. Like Keanu Reeves as the little, like a hay character. He plays like a little. He plays a character that's a little piece of dust, or that you find, like something that you find in the desert is like kind of is a shade or something. He plays I forget what it's called. Okay, anyway, Keanu Reeves is funny in this movie. His character is pretty funny, and he's good. He gets some good scenes in this movie. Remember both scenes that are really funny in this movie. So I give SpongeBob 3 Sponge on the Run a 10 out of 10. And I give the first two SpongeBob movies a 10 out of 10 also. Now I'm going to talk about the first two ones. The first sequel is called Sponge Out of Water. That's the first sequel to the first SpongeBob movie. Before I talk about the sequels, I want to talk about, it's kind of interesting how the third installment really went with a CGI animation style, and that makes the character more three-dimensional looking, and I enjoyed the animation in the third one. It didn't bother me, the different animation style they used for the third one for the whole movie. It was kind of similar to the 3D animation style they used in the third half of the first sequel, SpongeBob movie. Anyway, I like the CGI animation style on SpongeBob. I like the 2D animation style on SpongeBob, the classic one. I like both animation styles on SpongeBob. I think they both work well. And now I'm going to talk about the sequel, Sponge on the Run. No, Sponge Out of the Water, I mean. The first sequel, after talking about the third one. The third one is, that's the one where the Krabby Patty, formed with this a pirate piers in thin air, and, because this guy, that's played by, this guy that's a pirate that's played by this actor, I forget his name, Antonio Banderas, I think his name is, he's in this movie also, the sequel. He plays the main villain of the film, and he's good. Very entertaining as the villain. He's a really fun, quirky villain that you actually end up loving a lot at the end. He's a very playful villain. So he's fun. So, the reason why he made the Krabby Patty for him to disappear from the King Bonner in the story is so he can open up his own restaurant with the Krabby Patty formula, using it to sell it to customers as in a fast food truck fashion for customers. So it's kind of funny that that's the outcome of why he made it disappear in the first place. I thought that was funny. I also like the new character that's a talking dolphin. That has the job in watching the entire multiverse, making sure nothing goes wrong. And SpongeBob and Patrick made him lost his job because something went wrong, because they kept a watch on everything, and something broke, and this was happening when the dolphin had to go to the bathroom. And SpongeBob didn't want to talk. So this happens when the Patrick and SpongeBob just taking his place for a few minutes and watching everything, which so everything goes well. And they kind of fuck it up by just watching, and the planet breaks and blows up, blah blah blah, and it's like him watching the galaxy for a long time. Something finally goes wrong when SpongeBob and Patrick are behind the wheel watching something, and the dolphin talking to dolphin goes in the bathroom, and taking a. And this leaves SpongeBob and Patrick in charge of watching the galaxy, and just by watching everything in space, and so it's very funny. And when the dolphin comes back from the bathroom, he tries to kill SpongeBob and Patrick because. This leads up to a funny gag between the dolphin and SpongeBob. And then getting chased by this dolphin, in the sequel to SpongeBob. It's funny. And I like this wacky story in this movie. The sequel. I will admit, I do enjoy how this movie got very much more creative with the gags and making you laugh harder. I like how this movie really got creative with the animation, and got creative with the ideas, and with the story, and also with the gags. So we're very creative. Within the story of the sequel to SpongeBob, I gotta admit the story and the sequel is a lot more of a crazier, absurd story than the first one was. In terms of being really a big spectacle of making the story feel big and epic, like a movie, and taking with the SpongeBob characters from the show. I enjoyed the sequel, Sponge Out of Water, title as Sponge Out of Water. I enjoy Sponge Out of Water. I give Sponge Out of Water a 10 out of 10. Now I'm going to talk about the first one from 2004, titled Spongebob the Movie. From 2004, it came out in. Okay, I give this one a 10 out of 10. Now that's the one where Mr. Krabs is being a bit of an ungrateful bastard and not giving SpongeBob a promotion and giving him a bigger job to the not to SpongeBob but to Squidward, who hasn't really done anything or committed to anything in his life. In other words, a loser. So yeah, it makes sense because Mr. Krabs would have to probably have to pay SpongeBob more money, which is close, because like, and I don't know why Mr. Krabs is being a dick in this movie. I mean, the movie is trying to act like Mr. Krabs thinks that SpongeBob's not mature enough to get promotion, but really I think this is an excuse, because this is just a guess, but I think Mr. Krabs just doesn't want to pay SpongeBob more money to give him the promotion from fry cook to manager. That's just a guess because, well, Krabs always been known for a cheap fella. Being a cheap character. Literally, that's his character flaw. He's a cheapskate. And the franchise of SpongeBob. And I enjoyed this first SpongeBob movie, titled The SpongeBob Movie. The SpongeBob Squarepants movie is titled as, so, from 2004. And, Plankton's the main villain of this film. And in this time, he really ups the stakes a bit by really taking over the world this time. By trying to, for real, this time taking over and leading zombies of brainwashed customers. Literally, that's what they are. Because these helmets that they have makes Plankton. These helmets that the customers are wearing makes them bend to Plankton's will when they're activated. So they turn into mindless zombies, basically, for Plankton to enslave the King Blom, and he accomplished it very well, like a champ. Until SpongeBob and Patrick have to come back to the King Blom and come back with this crown that got stolen, which leads to him which kind of leads to him. It kind of ties into this diabolical plan that Plankton has called Plan Z from his file cabinet he pulled it from. And Plan Z is the one he goes for in this movie, because all the other plans he tried, and they were fails when he tried them. He tried everything from A to Y, as in their alphabetic order, for his last failed plans. And it's pretty funny his reaction when he picks up Plan Z and forgets about Z as actual part of the letter in the alphabet after Y. The last letter. Plankton forgot that until his wife pointed that out. So he's at it again, was taking over the world and trying to get his hands on the crab patty formula, but this time he succeeds. And so and Patrick and SpongeBob are going after this crown while Plankton's in the middle of taking over the world and stuff. Over the King of Bomb, enslaving everybody in the King of Bomb. They're having him, and he has them built a monument after him and stuff, like a statue and stuff. And, so that's what SpongeBob and Patrick are doing in the meantime. They're trying to get this crown to bring back to the King Bomb to unfreeze Mr. To return this crown to this king, and it's explaining the movie that the fate of the King Bomb rests on SpongeBob and Patrick's hands. And I enjoyed the first SpongeBob movie a lot. To give it a 10 out of 10. I enjoyed all three of the SpongeBob movies. I give all three of them a 10 out of 10. The trilogy. The SpongeBob SquarePants trilogy gets a 10 out of 10. I enjoyed this trilogy more than I enjoyed the Dark Knight trilogy. And I enjoyed this trilogy more than the first Batman trilogy. That's the one where it ends at Val Kilmer's era. I know that Val and Clooney are the same Batman, but I thought it went downhill when Batman v Robin got made. That franchise. But I like the first three a lot of those franchise. The first three Batman movies was Michael Keaton and Val Kilmer as Batman outings. I like those first three Batman movies a lot. And but I enjoyed the three SpongeBob movies more. I enjoyed these movies a lot. This was a good trilogy, okay? I enjoyed this trilogy a lot of SpongeBob. This was a damn good trilogy, okay? I think that each trilogy got more creative and better for each installment for the first three SpongeBob movies. And the story got more creative, and so the ideas and the comic and the gags and the stuff. Everything got better with each installment, I felt like, you know? And that's why I give the trilogy a 10 out of 10. This is a damn good trilogy. Check this out sometime. Or stream it, or buy it, or whatever you do. However you buy it, physical or stream it. Do the one, just check this out. That's a good trilogy. This was. I thought these were good movies. Great comedy movies. 10 out of 10. I approve these movies. That's my review on the first three SpongeBob movies. From 2004, the first one came out, and SpongeBob Out of Water's a sequel. The first one's called the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, and the second one's called the SpongeBob movie Sponge Out of Water, and the third one's called the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run, right? Yeah, you got that title right, okay? So Sponge on the Run is the third one, okay? And that's my review on all 3 SpongeBob movies. Hit the subscribe button to grow my subscribers. We want to grow my... Alright, hit the subscribe button. I'd like to grow my subscribers. So hit the subscribe buttons, trying to grow my subscribers. Hit the like button to like this video. Hit the comment section below to let me know which else to review on my movie. Trilogy of Spongebob. Looking for the off button now. A little dizzy. Bye, my onions.